Yo, what's up? This QASO, you now tuned in to my Fed vacation.
Most people know me as Wall Street Real, but for the last 15 years, 14 years, 9 months, 19 days to be exact, the government knew me as MA43083-039. You're now tuned into my Fed vacation. What up, though? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Wall Street. You're now tuned into another episode of my Fed vacation. Today, I got my brother QASO in the building. What's up, Q?
What up, though?
What's the word, bro?
Shit, you know what it is. Let's go.
Well, you know, being this is my Fed vacation, I always got to start the show off with the disclaimer. In no way, shape, form, or fashion is this podcast meant to glorify a glamorized pigeon. We're really just being insightful and hopefully educational and serving as a deterrent to the younger dudes that's trying to follow in the footsteps of the so-called street legends and the so-called street myth. So with that being said, what's up, bro? Give everybody a little bit about yourself who don't know who you are.
Man, I'm QASO, man. If you know type shit, that's it. Cosmometry, founder, Cosmometry Philosophy, Cosmometry Inc., Cosmometry Music Media.
And I know this right here is 30 years in the making, you know what I'm saying? And you don't catch these type of bonds and friendships and brotherhoods no more nowadays because nowadays it's so cool to slime your partner out, and I don't know where they glorified and glamorized that where it's cool to slime your man out or burn bridges. You know what I'm saying? We was taught to build bridges together. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's a 30-year relationship, man. But let's jump into this episode. So what was you initially indicted for?
Man, your man set me up with the ATF.
I mean, I know that, but for the viewers, let them know a little bit of what happened.
A friend of ours, said, actually, you was the buffer. I didn't know you was the buffer. We didn't know you was the buffer. And I talked you out the middle, because he cool. I'm like, oh, man, you tripping. And he come over. When he came over, the first time I didn't peep it, the second time I felt it. Because he was like, I come to the door. We in there playing chess. And I see it in my discovery. That's how I know who it is. We in there playing chess. And I'm like, man, I come to the door. I said, man, you ain't bring that motherfucker with you, dude. And then he do that little, that thing he do. He's like, no. And I went on ahead and served him. I served him 2 half of bigs and powder. And when they came and got me, I never forget, I'm on the east side. I think y'all cleaned the east side up, didn't y'all? I'm on the east side. And Willie called him. He called him. He wanted big. And I'm like, hold on. I'm in my girl in the mirror. I'm thinking like, damn, I don't feel like leaving right now. And then my baby mama called me like she need money for the daycare. So I shoot over to the west side, and she comes. Soon as I give her the money, nephew leave out the back with the big for Willie, and then they hit, boom. And I could have flushed it. I just didn't for some reason. Matter of fact, Ma, take that back. Nephew called me. Like, man, I said when he leave, he called me like, man, it look like the people coming up Ironwood. And I'm like, I'm not thinking that they coming for me. I don't know why, I'm just not thinking that. And yeah, they came. And what about, and not only that, remember, me and you had the conversation. We sit up there talk. I forgot where we was out eating at. And you was like, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know where you getting it from, but all I know is you keep coming. He said the only way you can get hit is one of us got to tell on you. And when I first get locked up, you asked me, you was like, who you think it was? And I told you it was either dog or dog. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out to be dog.
I mean, because that's usually how it is. Like, and I said this on several episodes, and this is 100% fact. Nowadays, the feds don't do no work. It's somebody that's in your circle that does the work for them.
Right.
That's why the feds have such a high conviction rate, because by the time they come for you, they already got you, because somebody in your inner circle then gave them the keys to your door. They gave them all the information they need to indict you. Or in certain situations, a conspiracy. They already done brought your name up. More than one person has brought your name up, and you're in a conspiracy case. So it's rare nowadays that the FBI, the ATF, or whatever government branch that come arrest you has done their homework. They got somebody else to do the homework for them. And speaking on that situation, that's a childhood friend of mine. Well, was a childhood friend of mine. So, I understood that you started fucking with him because of me. You know what I'm saying? So
when you the one brought him around?
I mean, I might not have been the one that brought him around, but at the end of the day, me and him had the strongest relationship.
Right, you and him had the strongest relationship, but he's
our
around
families had ties.
Right.
His mother grew up in my house.
Right, fact.
So our families had ties way back. You know what I mean? So, you know, with that being said, when he got in his little situation, you know, I didn't really believe he would go that route, but I still want to protect you because you my man, and that's just how I'm cut. You know what I mean? So I put myself in the middle of that. And whatever made you go against your better judgment.
I was just naive. I didn't know no better.
And none of us know. And that's the purpose of this show.
If I knew then what I know now, we'd have known once he said they was talking about giving him 5 years, you ain't no way you can get up under that 10.
Exactly. So, you know, that's the purpose of my fair vacation. You know what I mean? To pull the wool off a lot of dudes' eyes, man, and hip y'all to what really go on behind the scenes, man, because, you know, it's a lot of treachery that goes on with the United States government and in these streets, you know what I mean? And the players that's in these streets, you know what I mean? Because nowadays, my opinion, it's like dudes such as myself and such as yourself are last of a dying breed because it's not too many that's going to keep us solid no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the nature of the game now. So,
and what happened was, we got to tell him what happened too. He got caught with 30 grams of hard and a pistol. Remember they came and he was talking trash and the police like, I think you got something. They sent the dogs on this truck. They didn't find nothing. They put the dogs on this truck and they found he had the gun with the drugs. So when the dogs found the drugs, they found the gun too. So then they gave it to they dropped it and the feds picked it up. So off top, he got 5 grams hard is 5 years flat. Then you got a 924C, so that's 10 grand. So that's another 5 years flat that they run consecutive, not concurrent. So that's 10 years he was facing. So when he come telling us, man, they talking about giving me 5 years. If we'd have knew then what we know now, we'd have known, oh nigga, you suspect.
Yeah,
you suspect.
So when they kicked in the door, what was that? They kicked in the door, came and got you, and where they take you to? The federal building?
Did I go to the county first? I went to the county. No, they took me straight to the county. I went to the county, then they took me to the detention center. And this is where the culture shock happened. When I realized that shit was like the Twilight Zone. And I realized niggas is in this bitch working. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't never seen this many friendly Detroit niggas in my life. You know what I'm saying? You know how niggas are standoffish from Detroit. These niggas, what's up, man? What's up? And then my man pulled me in the cell when he pulled me to the side and said, look, don't say nothing to nobody about nothing. Lock your locker, keep your paperwork. The nigga hop on your case. And I sure as shit, I seen it. And then not only that, on the other side of the detention center is the nigga who I grew up being the Detroit gangster icon. That my whole life, he's the motherfucking gangster icon is over here teaching the snitch class. Nigga teaching the snitch class. So this off top paradigm shift. Everything I've ever been taught about these streets is a lie.
And you know,
it's a lie.
We don't give no credit to none of those that went the other way.
No,
so we don't speak no names, but
if you know,
that's a situation to where if you know, you know. If you went through my detention center from the early to the late 2000s, I'm sure you know who we're talking about, but that's neither here nor there. But you know, it's a if you know, you know type of situation because we won't speak nobody's name that went the other route on this podcast.
And I don't think I don't know if I don't know when, but I don't know if I've talked to you then or when you came back. But I know I pre-warned you. I pre-warned you and I pre-warned Willie. I got 2 letters. When I was at Milan, I got 2 letters from both of y'all. And they both start off the exact same way. Yeah, I know. You told me so.
And that's where this has really come full circle because I went through it for 15 years and I can't sit up here and say I didn't have fair warning about what was going on. But at the time, you know, it's a myth with the feds that the feds only want big time drug dealers you know what I mean? But that was a myth back then. So the whole time I was running around doing what I was doing, I'm thinking I got what I got. They not worried about this little shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? The feds want the big meaches.
No. They want the big niggas to tell them who you gave it to. You can't just go in there and you got the big fish. No. who you gave it to. I don't give a fuck. You gave this nigga 8 ball over there. They win it all. It's all about bodies. Prison is big business, and the black man in America is the hottest commodity. Got to understand that prison is big business, and once you understand this business, like it's not even no emotional attachment to it. I understand what it is. Like, no, this shit business.
You're definitely right about that. So, from the detention center, you fought your case, and how much time was you eventually sentenced to?
I didn't go to like they slime ball. I think I said something slick to the marshals, and they put me in the tuna can. They sent me out to
Sanilac County. Yeah,
I was in the Sanilac. Then I came back. I had surgery, so they couldn't care for me out in Sanilac, so they sent me back to Wayne County. I was in Wayne County for a minute. Then I went after I got sentenced. I went back to the detention center, but it took me long because I missed my court date because of my surgery. In the first plea, they put 300 grams. I'm like, if you add up, because I only served your man's 2 half a bigs in powder, and they caught me with a big in powder, so that only carry 20 something months. Now I had guns, so that guns that gave me the 924C. So that I was really only looking at, if I'd have won my quarter point, I was only looking at the quarter point like he's gonna give me, I could just get you the guns plus the drugs. I fired him and got more time. That's another thing. Your lawyer can't do shit. You can't do nothing. You got to go in there, do your own homework, learn the law, and fight your own case, and then just have a lawyer say what you tell them to say.
Most definitely, but in most cases, they have us in these Hicktown ass county jails. We don't have access to the proper tools to learn the law.
See, that's another.
That's all the trick the government play.
That's another thing, because they gonna tell you,
handicap you and cripple you for you can't get knowledge to know what's going on.
Yeah, because I was locked up with a lot of dudes who got caught for marijuana. You know what I'm saying? And what a nigga don't know, driving. What a nigga don't know, if you get caught with a ton of marijuana, it's 5, back then in them times, I don't know what it is, but it was 5 years for possession. If you get caught with a whole ton, what a nigga do, they go in there and they'll agree to cooperate, and now you done implemented him, you done turned your 5-year possession to a 10-year conspiracy, and you done snitched and got half of your time and got the same 5 years gonna get if you just kept your mouth shut. Now you gotta do a hard bit. You see it. So it's a motherfucker. These people play hella games with your ass, boy. They play hella games.
And y'all be aware of that, man. Don't take this podcast as we glamorize in prison. One more time. Please do not take this podcast as we glamorize in prison. We're really dropping jewels for anybody that's in a life that's blind to it, or anybody that's thinking about it, to keep you from doing it. You know what I mean? So, how much time was you eventually sentenced to?
93 months.
93 months.
So they ended up double charging me for the guns. So when I told them, look, I only had 300 grams. My PSI came back with 300 grams. I got 300 grams in my whole case. If you add up the 2 half a bigs I sold him plus the big you caught me with, that's only 250 grams. It don't get 300. And the gun. So what they did is they snatched it back. They snatched the plea back, and they came back with 33 months for a 922G and 60 months for 9. So they double charged me for the guns. They didn't just give me the 924C. They gave me 924C and the 922G and gave me 93 months. They railroaded me. However, I ain't tripping. Because you know how a nigga was moving. So I'm like, shit. And I'm seeing niggas getting their indictment superseded. Supersede mean, okay, we got other shit. This nigga over here coming up with some shit. We got this evidence. Okay, now we finna re-indict you on some more shit. Nick, come on with that. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. And shit, that's how I ended up with the 93 months. They railroaded me, but like I said, my time was a blessing, because the minute I went in, I was already, mind you, remember, I got shot prior to me going to jail. And we on tip. We on tip the whole time we out. We on tip. So I knew my life needed change, but I didn't know how. So once I got in, I slept like a baby the minute I hit quarantine. So, and my whole mindset once I hit was, I ain't never selling dope again. I ain't never coming back to this mug. My last 100 days, I did it in the outside units. What was the inside or outside? What's the units that B unit of shit? inside in the inside unit. They put me out of A unit. You was gone. They put me out of A. I'm talking to my man over there, but they put me out of A unit and put me in the inside unit. Them the military base style. It's hard. But I was like, and then they threw me in the kitchen. You know, I had a smooth bit, my own bit. They threw me in the kitchen, and I'm like, you know what? I want this experience to be stained in my brain, so I don't. The minute I contemplate doing some dumb shit to come back, I need for this experience to be here, so it'll remind me, nah, you'll never get another shot at the champ.
And I had one of those epiphanies, revelations, or whatever you want to call that last night. I'm sitting up, and you know, I'm thinking about doing some shit I know I ain't got no business doing, but I got to think about them lonely nights in that cell, or those dreams I had when I was free and woke up and I was still in that cell, and just the mental agony I went through with doing my bit. You know what I mean? And I think I had a sweeter bit than a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I did my 15 years my way, but at the end of the day, none of that shit matters.
Right.
I still wasn't free.
Right.
I still had to listen to these bitch ass COs that's my children's age coming to tell me what the fuck to do. And so I
stand up count, nigga. You ain't getting around that 4
So I went through one of those moments
count.
last night, man. And you know, it's good to never forget that, because that's where a lot of dudes get sidetracked at.
Facts.
They forget where they come from, so you lose all sight of what's behind that other door.
Yeah, you gotta keep that.
You know, every day is a struggle for me to keep grounded with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 7 months home, and you know, life ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Life get to life, and as they say, so a motherfucker always want to go back to what's easy, what's more comfortable, but
or what you know, because it's really not easy.
Exactly.
When you think about the streets, it ain't easy at all. You got too many. You working against the police. You working about the people. You working about the niggas trying to set you up with the people. But the niggas trying to rob you, and the niggas just point blank, hey, it's too much. You out here living counterproductive, but we've been tricked. We've been bamboozled. We've been hoodwinked into thinking we doing something slick. Nah, my nigga, they got us. You know what I'm saying? Prison is big. We'll say it again. Prison is big business. And with every business, there's marketing. There's marketing. Our music being the biggest and most efficient marketing plan for a jail cell. You see what I'm saying? And this is another paradigm shift awakening that I had in jail, because during my time, my Fed vacation, I utilized my time to sit up under financial gurus. You know how the Feds is. You ain't no telling who you be in there with. You be locked up with motherfucking Pablo Sose and motherfucking
John D. Stockbroker.
right. John D. Waltermeyer. So I Money Making Trav, shout out to Money Making Trav. He worked on Wall Street. He the nigga to buy, sell. He taught me the currency. There was another dude in there named William McCray. I don't know where this dude, I ain't heard from him, but they bust him upside the head. So he was in there for a $33 million Forex indictment. He taught me Forex trading. And he wasn't in there for losing nobody money. You need a Series 6 or a Series 7 license to solicit for investors. So he didn't have that, and he was soliciting for investors. They gave that nigga 17 years, man. He was sick, but he loved that Forex market. So him, I was in there with Sam Waxel, motherfucking Martha Stewart's co-defendant. He taught the business class. He the one said, don't be you got to be anti-paradigmatic when you're thinking about business. You got to think outside the box. So I sat up under, stock brokers, real estate brokers. I'm soaking up financial game, because my game, I'm never selling dope again. But I still rotated with the homies from time to time. Even though I'm on odd time, I still rotate with the homies from time to time. And when I did, it was like, shit, nigga, that shit ain't gonna work, nigga, I'm trying to get the bag, nigga. That's why I came with that song, fuck the bag. I'm trying to get the bag, nigga. And I kept getting argued up under the bench with Jeezy quotes. Nigga, I'm trying to get foreign to baby, thug motivation. Like Jeezy say, trap or die. And I remember at the time, this 08, this when the awakening happening. I was like 32 at the time. And I'm like, my nigga, you like 40 something. My nigga, you still listen to these rappers, my nigga? You like 40. And after they hit me, I went press my bump. I'm like, man, I don't know how I got it. I'm smarter than these niggas, dog. I don't know how the fuck I got it, this motherfucker. And I looked at my life in retrospect, and I challenged my paradigm. How do I formulate these thoughts? And it all originated with the music. Like, damn, this is what taught me here. Had to go all the way back to I stopped, but I call it the Jeezy effect, but it's not Jeezy because
it was going on before Jeezy.
Going on way before Jeezy,
and it's going on right now because, like, okay, even if you want to give our generation of music any little credit,
I can't.
But you have to give it credit in this aspect. It taught us how to get money.
Yeah.
Now the music is perpetuating violence.
Yeah.
That's why so much bullshit going on now with all the drill music and all that. That's why all the young boys is fucked up because the music is doing it to them.
Yeah, but the money was the whole trick bag in itself.
I mean, it could have been, but I'm just saying how that played into what we was doing and how the music now was playing into what's going on now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they realized that the power that they got, if they, I think that Farrakhan, somebody said, Elijah Muhammad said, if you can control the oppressor, the easiest way to control the oppressed is to control the oppressor's mind. An oppressor's most sharpest tactic to control the oppressed is controlling his mind. And that's how they got us. Once they done away with Jim Crow, they come with the criminal justice system, which is the new Jim Crow. Michelle Alexander, you got to read that book. If you ain't read, you got to read that book. So, and like I say, the marketing for the criminal justice system is the music. Ice Cube done told you. He said, man, the same people own the record labels, own the prisons, literally. You know what I'm saying? It's the cat is out the bag now that these people have been playing this. I was watching an interview with Icewear Vezo, and he said something real. He said real smooth. He said they was talking about comedians though. They started talking about comedians wearing the dresses, and he was like, he said, you know, once you come to the conclusion that it's a game, then the joke ain't funny no more. You know what I'm saying? The joke ain't funny no more. The wearing the dress is not art no more. It's not funny. But however, once you come to the conclusion that these people are using this same tactic to keep our people incarcerated, then the bar is not cool no more. Those verses ain't cool no more. You got to rethink them verses. You know what I'm saying? Because you rocking it to sleep. And I call it the Jeezy effect because it wasn't that just one conversation. When I go to my cell and press my bunk, I'm thinking about me coming in and how Jeezy hit me when I first come. I'm in the county. I ain't never heard Jeezy out in the world. I remember we go in, it's all Rockefeller. You know, we went to jail trying to emulate Rockefeller. That's who we aspired to be. We was trying to be the next Rockefeller Records. We sold dope. All our music was glorifying this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And it inevitably led us to a jail cell. All of us. Now you got to tell that story too, because all of us. Look, it was a crew of us. I mean, all of us went to prison on unrelated cases. All of us.
Yeah, but that's for another podcast.
That's for a whole other podcast.
We're gonna stick to my favorite vacation on this.
But this is me in my cell, looking at my life in retrospect, challenging my paradigm, and thinking when I was in the county, the young niggas coming in, I'm on the old side, I don't get no music. And niggas I'm like, I want to know what's hot on the streets. They like, Jeezy, it is Jeezy. I'm like, Jeezy, yeah, Jeezy's the coldest nigga on that dope game. I had no idea that they had commercialized the dope game like they done it. You know, because it was a certain level of censorship prior to Jeezy. You can only say so much. But when he come in, nigga, straight talking bricks on the motherfucking radio. It's just all we rapping bricks and everything on the radio. Papa, voila, they go to bricks. Like, oh my God. And I remember the first line and the effect that it had on me. So I'm on the old side, I didn't hear no music. All he was talking about was Jeezy and Blade, Jeezy and Blade, Jeezy and Blade. I missed all of that. So when I go back to when I finally did get moved back to the new side, first time I heard Jeezy, and he said, if it's taking too long to lock up, bring it back. You were short anyway, so bring a stack. Them things was fucked up. That's some shit I done told a nigga. That's some shit a nigga done told me. So I'm an instant fan because I can relate to exactly what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? And the tactic is not that it's not real. It's the fact that they take the negatives of our community and they exploit it and they market it. And it makes more people think it's cool to do some shit that's counterproductive to you and your whole society, your community. So when he said, I'm an instant fan. Like, mind you, this. Oh wait, I'm looking in retrospect. So I start thinking about from there to the county to the bullpen, everybody rapping Jeezy songs, and I'm seeing like, damn, this Jeezy shit. I'm thinking about myself on the yard when I'm telling this nigga, my nigga, you like 40, and everybody listens to the G. I'm like, damn, Jeezy got niggas gone. Jeezy got niggas gone. Niggas is really hypnotized by this Jeezy shit, and they jumping off the porch head first to the Fed, to ended up in the Fed cell.
Okay, well, let's get a little bit into your Fed vacation.
This is
So, I mean, that's your mind state.
yeah, that's my mindset when I'm in here.
Okay, so you were sentenced to 93 months.
Uh-huh.
What was your first stop on your Fed vacation?
Elkton.
FCI Elkton.
Elkton.
In Lisbon, Ohio.
Yeah.
And that's like a staple, if that's the right word to use, but it's like home base. It's like backyard.
It's like everybody go to Elkton.
Exactly.
Everybody
like
in the Midwest go to
Elkton. Most Detroit dudes.
Yeah.
Because it's more of us that go to Elkton than Milan.
Right.
You might eventually go to Milan through the religious program or through RDAP, but most of us start at Elkton. I started my bit at FCI Elkton.
Right.
So when you first got to Elkton, what was the vibe of Elkton like? Being that was your first time in a federal prison, because I know you had been locked up in jail before, but I know you had never done no prison time. So when you first got to FCI Elkton, what was that like for you?
What about Oklahoma? Oklahoma first. Well, transit Oklahoma on the plane, then Elkton. I hop off the plane on Elkton, and I walk, and I got my blues on, my blue shoes on, and my homeboy Mike, a childhood friend, Mike from Vancouver. And he's like, Qasim, don't anybody, you got to be pre-day to call me Qasim. He's like, Qasim. And then like, what's up? We stopped, and then he introduced me to the homies. And, I'm still on Detroit time. I'm like, homies, I don't know these niggas. I don't know that it's geographical. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Listen, I'm humble on the surface, but in my mind, I still got this arrogance and cockiness from the street. So I'm on some, I don't know these niggas, and he like, yeah, this your homie so and so, this the homie so and so, just told me so and so, and then I ended up in the unit, and then my cellie, and the first thing he said was, listen, man, I could tell this your first bit. Just stay away from fags and gamblers and rats. You're gonna be okay. And I was like, all right.
And those are 3 cardinal sins in prison: homosexual activity, snitching,
and gambling. He said, stay away from fags, gambling, and rats. You're gonna be all right.
Well, I would take gambling out of that.
Yeah.
I would say homosexual activity, snitching, and stealing.
Stealing too. But if you're a thief, you're a thief.
Yeah, but those were 3 cardinal rules.
But I'm saying gambling, you might get your head bust.
Gambling leads to a lot of bullshit. But if I can afford to gamble, you can't tell me what the fuck to do with my money.
Oh yeah, true.
But so that's why I say gambling, I wouldn't put into that. You can be a gambler and not fuck with you, because you can gamble and you got the money to gamble, whatever. Joker.
Right.
Rest in peace, my man Joker. Matter of fact, happy birthday, Joker. His birthday tomorrow, but rest in peace to J. Joker. Joker was a notorious gambler.
Right.
Joker came in when Joker first came to Ford City. The first time I met Joker, within 4 days he lost $7,200.
Yeah,
but he paid it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't no problem. It wasn't no issue within the car. Now debt becomes an issue within the car if you can't pay the debt.
See, that's out of my mental realm of thought. I'm Muslim. I don't gamble no way. I don't gamble. I don't drink. So I'm really on octane for real.
Yeah,
for real.
but
so
like
none
I say,
of that stuff.
You can gamble and be able to hold your own weight and it not be a problem. Now, I have got into a situation with one of the homies gambling. He's gambling at the Serrano's poker table. So I got a partner. Shout out my man Irish Frankie out of Philly. Frankie rich as fuck. I done heard Frankie at the poker table and he owed $13,000 to this dude, $7,000 to this dude, and he telling him, you're gonna be broke before you break me. You're gonna do your fucking whole bit. He talking shit to him. So when the homie come back and say Frankie owed him some money, that raises a red flag to me. I know Frankie not gonna owe nobody. So now I get to asking around. Like, man, what's up with dude? So I go to the Serrano's, who poker table it is.
Mm.
So he said, man, I don't mean no disrespect, Wall Street, but that ain't none of your business. Cool. You said ain't none of my business. So next thing you know, we come out. I'm at the medium. You know how, I don't know if you ever done time in the medium, but in the medium, when they open the doors in the morning, everybody's out.
Mm.
And whatever happened the night before is
It's like rec move.
Exactly.
Like rec
that's
move.
what's going on. The next morning at breakfast, everybody, man, you know, Green ass checked in, Green ass checked in, Green ass checked in. So now here comes Serranios. They looking for me. I'm not the shot caller of the Michigan car, but I'm the only one that has a relationship with the Serranios through tattoos. So now he come to me talking about my homie ran up the debt and checked in. Michigan car owed him this. Now Michigan car don't owe you shit because we asked you what was going on and you said it wasn't none of our business. So it ain't none of our business now. So that almost led to a whole situation with the Serranios over gambling. So I agree with you with gambling being a rule, but I met a lot of dudes that can handle gambling and then they gamble and it just be that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, I've met a lot of dudes who can handle drinking and it'll just be that. But I'm a Muslim, so the Quran says stay away from gambling and alcohol. And when you see situations like that, a lot of times that's your pivot from gambling and alcohol.
You're speaking on
I'm speaking
your
on
faith right now and your
I'm
religion.
speaking on my moral compass
exactly, but
versus
what the
street moral compass.
What the dude told you.
It's all backwards. It don't matter. It's an LL. It's an LL reality.
But you know, I don't disagree with you. But I'm saying when the dude told you stay away from gambling, I really don't agree with that.
Right, I agree with that because of my moral compass. He didn't have to tell me that, but I understand that the pitfalls that happen behind gambling, the same way the pitfalls that happen behind alcohol, the same way the pitfalls that happen behind the street life, the street psychology. Period. It's all intertwined for real. That's why the same people who push that prison behavior is gonna push that Ciroc and effing vodka. That's the same, and with the dress, and the same motherfuckers that push the dresses on the comedian. It's the same people playing the same tricks. I understand this, so I understand that you don't understand that you people don't understand. They're not really ready for that level of understanding because we got habits. We've been trained. We born into this psychology, and we just adapt to it. So we feel like this is something smooth or cool to do. But in all actuality, if you do the numbers and look at it objectively and not subjectively, you're gonna see the numbers gonna say the same thing: self-destruct.
Okay, well,
but we talking about my fair vacation. That's exactly what I said I had to do with that. But yeah.
See, one thing about it is, you know, me and you have been having debates and agreeing to disagree for 30 years. So
34 years. How many times?
I think me and you would have a podcast about just everyday life and
for sure,
like that, and it'd be a good podcast.
For sure,
you know what I mean? But right now we gonna stick to my fair vacation. You know what I'm saying? So
31 biatch.
Yeah, 31 biatch. That's some
confusion later.
Yeah, that's
31 biatch.
Y'all to get a little bit more about what 31 biatch is.
I got a whole team of niggas with 31 biatch. So it's an inside joke. Ain't gonna love it.
Yeah. So after you got the FCI Elkton, Mike introduced you.
Shout out to Dave.
Yo, Sally.
Free my brother Dave.
You met your Sally. He told you the 3 cardinal rules. So besides that, what was it like for you? Like that being your first time in prison? Like how did that feel?
When you've been in that county for so long, you really feel relieved to get some. When you get the transit,
because it's like a breath of fresh air.
Like breath of fresh air. So they can really be chilling. So, and like I said, I'm adapting, I'm learning, but I'm on a mission. Like I said, I'm on a mission never to come back, never like you people not gonna get your hands on me again. If you get your hands on me again, you lied. You know what I'm saying? So
but we both know they don't have no problem.
They don't have no problem with that. They don't have no problem with unjustly incarcerating you. Unjustly. You've seen that shit 1,000 times. And like I said, I'm soaking it all up. I'm taking it all in, and I'm learning as I live. You live and you learn. That's what happens.
Okay, so legend has it. I don't know if this was at FCI Elkton or was it at Milan. Rumor has it that you was the fried burrito king. Is that true?
Yeah, that was Milan. That was Milan.
But that wasn't at Elkton.
No, that wasn't at Elkton. So what was mind you, I still got money at Elkton. I still got money. I ain't go broke till I got to Milan. So I still got street money. So by the time I get to Milan, okay, now the hustler instinct come in, and I'm selling fried wraps. Damn it, I ain't got no shame my game.
I don't knock that, man. I don't knock a man that's doing what they got to do to take care of themselves, as opposed to you coming begging and borrowing for a suit, because pride is a big issue with a lot of dudes in prison. But I don't see how you got enough pride or the lack of pride to ask me for a 30-cent suit, but you got too much pride to go and hustle, fry some wraps or clean some cells or whatever the case it may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that ideology of some dudes in prison.
Well, to me, the feds was a humbling experience because
no matter what we thought we had, we met somebody that was bigger.
Nigga thought you shaking and moving, and out the streets, these niggas 100 bricks here, 100 bricks there. Oh, y'all niggas done did that to the fullest extent. Nigga, I got to do something different because nigga, y'all niggas on another level. And that never, and truth be told, I never aspired to be a kingpin anyway. My only reason for getting in the game was to start Gangsta Boogie Records. That was the only reason. And shit, you see, I was trying to be the next Sick With It Records. That's what Ep12. I was in the county, came up with a game plan. I was gonna sell some weed and buy some equipment, and boom, we was gonna be rich. I had it all figured out at 20. Yeah, but shit, it is what it is. But that feds was something different.
Well, how long you end up staying at FCI Elkton?
I wasn't even there a year. But like I said, my mind is I'm never selling dope again. And white boy, you should have known white boy Nate from Kalamazoo. He knew, he knew, but he was like, he was telling me about stocks. He was like, yeah, 90-day money. Yeah, now that's the first time somebody planted, he the one planted that seed. And by the time I got to Milan, we had a homie named AI. He was one of my plugs nephew. You remember AI? Yeah, he taught.
I was actually with one of AI's other uncles. Shout out old head C, man. Man. Shout out my old head.
Yeah, he taught a technical analysis class when we got to Milan. And me and my celly, Don, shout out to Don, we was going down through there. Punishing books. When I got to Milan, it's like Milan was like business education on steroids. Like we punishing books and you in here with motherfucking real life financial gurus, and they not really. So all the Who Shot Johns, I'm not in the circle. I'm not in the loop. I don't really, I'm kind of naive. I'm naive to what's going on with the Who Shot Johns. But when it comes to some business shit, oh yeah, I'm on that. We hitting the law library. We punishing books. The first book I read was what's the first book I read? Robert Kiyosaki, not Rich Dad Poor Dad. The second one, Cash Flow Quadrant. That's changed my whole perspective on money. Cash Flow Quadrant, and then Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then I blew through like his whole series. Of course, Think and Grow Rich, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. These books, niggas got to read. Niggas got to read this shit. Like you got to read these shit because they're not teaching you financial literate, and whatever.
So from FCI Elkton, you went to FCI Milan, and why FCI Milan? It's safe to say you did your time productive.
Absolutely.
Because I know you got a saying, UPT.
UPT, shout out to DB.
You know what I mean?
Unproductive time, CPT, counterproductive time, and productive time.
And I did a lot of my bit on UPT.
UPT, boy.
It wasn't until
I read the book. You got to read the book.
It wasn't until the latter years of my bit that I got my mind right and started doing some of the things that you were saying you was doing, reading the financial books, hanging with the Wall Street guys, and learning something. And at the end of the day, I'm glad I did that.
Right.
Because that helped me a lot coming home. And right. I wish I would have did it a lot earlier.
I ain't had that much time though. So I understand where you was coming from.
I preach that to a lot of guys like now that's calling me like, man, make sure you get your credit right. Make sure you read some financial literacy books because everybody think they got it figured out, but you really don't got to figure it out until you come home. And that was some things that I've dealt with and I'm still dealing with 7 months out. You know what I mean? But the steps that I took to prepare myself in there has helped me that much since I've been home. You know what I mean? Okay, because granted, I came home with a decent credit. Now, like I say, I haven't ruined it, but I have used it a lot because I used it to get myself together. But what if I didn't have that? The struggle would have been that much more real, and that could have led me to going the opposite way. That much, you know what I mean? Because a lot of dudes come home and don't have nothing. I was blessed to come home with decent credit, a little money, and the mansion.
The motherfucking mansion.
We had the mansion in Farmington Hills. We back in the trap now, but we had the mansion when I came home. You know what I mean? We had the mansion when I came home. So,
I'll be back. Shit, damn it.
Back to FCI Milan, you know what I mean? So it's safe to say you did your time productively at FCI Milan. But I want to ask you this. I want to get into this because Milan is our backyard. Milan is Detroit. You get Detroit radio. You get Detroit news. You get Detroit, everything. So how was that for you with your bid? I mean, I know you was on Opt Time, but with the Detroit car and the Detroit shit.
We got to pivot to that. We got to.
How was that for you?
We got to pivot to the music scene. We got to pivot to the music scene because we got to see 7 Mile to Belle Isle. Shout out to Pirelli. Shout out to Lil J. Shout out to Helliver. You know what I'm saying? My man right here from Grand Rapids. We own that. Y'all, they don't really. I believe that we had a Milan FCI had a strong effect in putting the city's rap scene on the map with Stretch Money, Mae West, Lodge Boys. Like they had never heard niggas from other
because that spread it.
Right. That's the thing.
Spread it nationally.
Yeah, right.
Because you got dudes from everywhere.
Y'all gotta understand. Feds is geographical. You got dudes from all over the globe, all over the country in one institution. And you got dudes from everywhere. I remember dudes from the East Coast. Hey, yo, Detroit niggas call it the bag. Yo, they call it the bag, yo. And they call it home, telling their people, Chicago, everybody. So I really believe this really what sparked it off. You know what I'm saying? What sparked it off? Niggas paying attention to Detroit. Because niggas from everywhere is, listen, I'm talking, when 7 Mile to Belle Isle come on, what was that? Nuke at Night? I forget, it was all of, but we on the tiers. We the tiers lined up. Everybody coming out they say to come watch that. And I don't doubt that because, like I say, that spread it nationally as opposed to just being regionally. Right. It's the whole nation is in this institution.
What I'm asking you as far as the Detroit shit, how was it as far as the car shit? Because Detroit got a bad. I don't say we have a bad name because we're known for standing on business when it comes to standing on business, but we got a bad name within our car because it'd be a lot of motherfuckers that done take it. Milan, to my understanding, Milan is a hub for Detroit rats. So is that true? I've never been to FCI Milan. You're from Detroit and you was at FCI Milan. So is that true?
Yeah, I can't say that it's hot friendly. Like it's hot friendly. Like it wasn't like Elkton. Elkton more niggas
stood on business.
I ain't gonna say they stood on business, but niggas was checking paperwork at Elkton.
That's standing on business.
Niggas not really. It was a couple PSI parties in Milan, and they was kind of small, you know what I'm saying? But we had them. But I told you, I'm on Oct Time, so that really wasn't. I really wasn't in the loop. But however, when the motherfucking LexisNexis came out, it was like a soap opera. As the snitch turns, you never know, because niggas was getting exposed when the LexisNexis came out. And if you ever filed a piece of paperwork or whatever the case may be, niggas, your shit was hitting the fan, and it was some shit. And it's another thing about the feds. The main nigga standing on hot nigga, you go to another institution, that nigga done gave nigga 20 years. Like, that's what I say. That shit, it never even ceased to amaze me. Like, come on, dog. No matter where I went, the main nigga that was at exposing niggas, when the LexisNexis come out, black and white. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you know type shit.
I mean, I can attest to that. That computer system, when they came out with
and it was like a soap opera. That shit was like a soap opera.
That shit exposed a lot of dudes. That shit exposed a lot of dudes.
That shit was crazy, dog. That shit was crazy.
So, for you got experience that I didn't have experience. We're not talking about how much time I did, how much time you did, but you had a chance to experience being at home.
Yeah, but Milan, like Milan, I ain't gonna lie, Milan really, Detroit niggas we at the crib, so niggas ain't really on homie time. You know what I'm saying?
It's neighborhood probably.
Right, huh?
It's probably on neighborhood time.
Yep, or just, I don't even know, tell you the truth. I don't even know.
But I'm not even going on that aspect. I'm going on the fact of the piece of the mind that you had a chance to do your time at home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I'm asking.
Yeah, I got visits more frequently for sure. And
I got visits.
I can't even say that because I was getting visits in Elkton, but I was only Elkton. You got to realize I only did Elkton and Milan.
And what I'm saying is I'm speaking from my Fed vacation. Elkton was the closest I got, and I was only in Elkton for 22 months, and then I went to Pennsylvania, 3 different prisons in Pennsylvania, a prison in Kentucky, a prison in Arkansas, a prison in Georgia. I never had the luxury of doing time in Michigan. So how was that for you, like being able to be at home? Like,
It's a gift. It was a gift. It was a blessing for sure, but it was a curse too because when you expecting people to do more, they didn't
And
do.
that's something
You know what I'm saying?
it's a chick that I dealt with, and me and her had that conversation several times because I'm like,
Shout out to LaMail.
I give you credit
she know who
because
she is.
I'm so far away that you're not coming. But if I was home, I would expect you to come.
Yeah.
And then if you don't come, that's gonna have me looking at you a certain type. I'm gonna feel a certain type of way about that.
Yeah, my sister was beating the doors down for her baby daddy, so there was no excuse for anybody not to have.
I mean, there ain't no excuse anyway because
she was coming.
Mika was driving 13 hours.
Right, for sure.
26 hours round trip, 13 hours to see me in Arkansas. And shout out Mika, you know what I mean? You know what it is.
I had a system, and that system is what makes me value women who rode the bid out, and it was letters, pictures, and visits. And anybody who gave me that, hey, I got love. I got
okay. So let's get into that for a second. You know what I mean? So
like Sunshine,
Sunshine
rode the whole bit.
As far
as I'm concerned,
how do you feel about that? Like,
what you mean?
A woman ride your bit? Do you feel like they obligated to do that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And whatever they do it's appreciated. That's skin in the game.
Because
skin in the game.
Real. If you haven't watched the episode, I think it's episode 6, but if you haven't watched it, watch the episode, my man 28th Real. It's a very good episode, but Real always told me, like, Real, if you just get, you both of us is real if you're mistaken. He always told me, man, you get one that rides 6 months and you keep doing that, you'll finish out your bit. And not to toot my own horn, but I never had women problems in prison. I always kept a woman around, and you know, I ended up getting a very good one that stuck around. I actually had 2 very good ones, and some that was all right, and I had some that wasn't shit. So, how was your time with the women in prison?
Prison made me value. It made me see the true value of a woman, because at first I had I don't chasing my replacement. I had a real arrogant, and then you got to realize I don't have that much time, so it's not really that detrimental. I was still kind of cocky, but I had, when my baby mama left, I still had the I don't chasing my replacement, but I still got LaMail. You know who LaMail is, Cece. Well, LaMail still hold me down, and I still got Sunshine. That's nephew sis, so they still there. I got a few others, you know what I'm saying, but they still around. And when LaMail left, that's when I actually checked my arrogance, and I started looking in the mirror, because I was complaining in 06 when I was at Elkton. She was like, I'm tired of you controlling me. And instead of me giving in a little bit, I was like, shit, by any means, then liberate yourself. And that was the beginning of the end. And eventually now when I get to Milan, you know, she ain't really got no excuse not to come see me, because of my sister.
Close.
Yeah, I'm so close, and my sister beating the doors down. So it's a ride, you know, and my sister down there 3-4 times a week, shit.
Because your sister baby daddy was there with you at the same time too, right?
Right. And the visits started dying down. The calls started stop answering. And next thing you know, she was like, shit, I'm done. And
okay, so I don't want to go off subject, but I do want to ask you this before I get too far off subject. You know, doing my bit, I had Willie, I had L-Man, I had Turtle Face, I had several others that I can't think that I actually knew from the street. Did you have that experience to be like? And me and Willie might be the closest. Willie and L-Man was the closest I had to somebody I really was thugging with and grew up with out in these streets. Did you have somebody like that doing your bit that you was actually on the streets with, your main man?
My main man. I mean, Lil Mike, when I was at Elkton, that was my main.
And you and Mike grew up together as kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Kids.
That's a childhood friend.
Yeah, we go from kids. Lil Mike, and then I ran into Dollar at Milan.
Ivanhoe Dollar?
Yep, Ivanhoe Dollar, yep.
Harry.
Yeah, he's at Milan. He the first nigga spotted me at Milan. Skip and Elkton. Well, Skip, they call him Hawk in there. But yeah, he was at Elkton. Then went at the Milan. He followed me. He came to Milan later. And I actually met my cousin in there. And when I first jumped off the porch, my granddaddy was like, now, you know, your cousin got 45 years for that same thing you're trying to do now. And I had never met him until I got up and
The
until I got.
cousin that I like Cuz. Cuz got some
No,
good
he real
energy on him.
smooth. He real
Cuz
smooth.
got some good energy on him.
He like my mentor. Yeah.
So back to the women. So
yeah. So when she left, that's when I started. I started looking at, like I say, my whole bit was a self-evaluation. And I started looking in the mirror and seeing what I was doing wrong, because I was complaining about a bunch of little shit that I had to complain. When all that stuff was gone, then I realized the value of it. I realized the value of the visits and the letters and the pictures and whatever else she would do. And then eventually somebody else had tapped in, and it kind of like rejuvenated my bit.
I mean, that's how I go. Like, you know, then how the saying goes, one door closes, another one opens. Because, you know, I kind of went through it with Malcolm's stepdaughter. We ain't gonna put no name, but Malcolm's stepdaughter. That was my first real kind of heartbreak in prison.
Yeah, that's
a
doozy, boy.
The Puerto Rican came along, and I got 6 good years of the Puerto Rican. Shout out to Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? And then when the Puerto Rican left, Mika came along, and like, I can't give Mika enough credit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, unfortunately, things didn't work out now, but it's not for the lack of love, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's just the respect I'm gonna have, the respect I'm gonna always have for Mika. And any woman that I deal with from this point on is gonna have to understand the respect I got for Mika. And the love I got for Mika, and how I'll always be there for Mika. You know what I'm saying? You know, life ain't a fairy tale. She's gonna always work out, and I have to express that to her sometimes. But never was it I was just using her, and I'm forever grateful for what she did for me during my bit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I experienced that heartbreak. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, I seen some nightmares. That's another reason made me cherish.
I seen niggas on the phone crying, bro.
That's another reason.
I done seen niggas on the phone
crying.
I
just heard some nightmare stories. You done built the crib from the ground up for your girl and your wife, your daughter and your wife. You called to the crib, another nigga answered the phone, telling me, so this is my daughter now. Man,
shout out my motherfucker Sally Bumby, man. My man Bumby got a saying, man. Bumby had a microwave that talked. So Bumby called home and tell the girl where she at. She talking about, where am I? He talking about, let me hear the microwave talk then.
Nah, remember Huey? I don't know if you remember Huey. He used to tease me. Oh, nothing to getting all that good loving. Nigga be sick, like, damn. Yep, and but another one came in, and shit, she ended up, I was building with her, and then, you know, I ended up coming home to her, and she was a blessing, for real.
Okay, now you said coming home. What year did you actually come home? Well, I know what year you actually came home, but let the people know what year you actually came home. And how long you been home now?
Well, I came to the halfway house in 2010, and I got released in 2011. So, shit, I've been home, 13, 14 years now. It's been
13, 14 years with no hiccups.
No hiccups. I ain't, because I ain't put my feet. I ain't gonna lie. I contemplated like at the very beginning, but I seen some shit.
But you stuck to your guns without going back to the game, going back to the streets, picking back the bag.
Right. And man, life be life, and man, life be life, and you just gotta enjoy the journey and be grateful for the experience. I done had a lot of ups and downs, seen a lot of people leave, you know what I'm saying, get killed. A lot of people go catch cases. I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit in these last 10 years, but shit, like I say, I'm grateful for the journey.
So in closing, what advice do you have to any young brother out there watching this that's contemplating on picking up the bag?
The same shit I told you when you came home in 06. Don't do it. I told you, and I told Willie, look, dog, do something else. It's a trick, my nigga. It's a trick. It's a trick. It's a trick bag. And it's shit. That's the same shit. It's a trick. Don't do it. It's a trap. And the government, the government bring the bricks in. The government write the laws. The government motherfucking promote the soundtrack for your black ass to get incarcerated. Don't do it. That's my advice. They do something different. There's plenty of shit out here to do. You limit it to what you're exposed to. You know what I'm saying? But now you ain't no excuse, because you got the information in your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? We're in the information age. Ain't no excuse. Whatever you can think of, Google it and let your algorithms teach you.
You know, I'd like to thank you for finally coming through again because this is our second time filming this, but we had wardrobe issues the first time, you know what I'm saying? But
wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, we had wardrobe malfunctions, you know what I mean? But I think we had a good episode, you know what I'm saying? I think it was insightful. I mean, I think you dropped a lot of jewels, you know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you and commend you for that, man. You know what I mean? So, as always, for 15 years, the government knew me as MA 430-83039, but now you tuned into My Fair Vacation.
Be on the lookout for cosmometry philosophy.